He shoots. Bauer stops it. Another shot by Smith. Bauer stops that.
His nickname was the China Wall for the fearless way he played the game, which helped bring 4 Stanley Cups to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Though tonight, Johnny Bauer is also being remembered for the man he was off the ice.
Trying to cut the spot, he does. Right in on goal. Bauer made the save.
The old saying that the warrior respects the battle, not the outcome. He loved the battle, but the minute the battle was over, Johnny was your friend. He was your contemporary.
The first goal, Johnny Bauer.
From fan to foe, everyone who crossed paths with Bauer couldn't help but admire the man he was and the values he brought to the game on both sides of the boards.
In '64, Frank Selke Sr., GM of the Montreal Canadiens, said, you know, if you have to lose, the pain of losing is a whole lot easier to swallow when you lose to a guy like Johnny Bauer. And that's just the recurring message, isn't it?
Nobody ever really came upon Johnny Bauer at any moment, at any time, at any hour, and saw that he was uncomfortable, frustrated, impatient. He was never any of those things. Anytime somebody saw Johnny Bauer, they came away with a great experience.
Inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, Bauer's path to NHL stardom is as storybook as they come, playing in the minors for the better part of 12 years before getting a crack at the big leagues in his 30s and going on to win those 4 Stanley Cups as a Leaf. The lessons that can be learned for all of us in our lives when it comes to perseverance.
Most of us who complain about the brevity of life are the ones who make the worst use of our life. That's what Johnny didn't do. He worked at his craft endlessly. He stuck by that craft endlessly.
Sure, he's Johnny Bauer and he's this Leaf legend and a 4-time Stanley Cup winner and a Hockey Hall of Famer, but for you, he's Grandpa.
He certainly was, and it wasn't until I got older that I realized just how special that meant to people outside of our family.
Johnny's grandson and namesake John Bauer says the outpouring of support has given the Bauer family strength as they mourn the loss of their family pillar.
It helps with the pain. It really does. It allows us to focus on the legacy and to see how many people were touched by Grandpa by just simple gestures of kindness.
A Maple Leaf forever, now honored on Legends Row outside the Air Canada Centre, Bauer's legacy transcends the Toronto sports scene. Today, it's being remembered from coast to coast.
Even though I was born out here west in Calgary and was born before I even played a game, I knew who Johnny Bauer was.
He just always had time to spend with fans. And he was just always so easygoing, like you never felt that you were taking up his time.
Whenever I go to Leaf games, one of the highlights is when they show video Johnny Bauer, the one where he saves the puck with his face, is pretty impressive.
I think if you were to get somebody to represent the game, to be an absolute symbol of everything you would want the game to be, Johnny's your man. So he for me is the Governor General of hockey.